Hello, and welcome to our game night hangout. I'm joined by Robert, and we're going
Hello.
to be playing the Choose Your Own Adventure board game House of Danger. We've done chapters 1 and 2 so far, and now we're on chapter 3. Do you want to give them a recap, Robert, while I share with the Discord that we're live of
Yeah,
what's
for
happened in
sure.
chapter 1 and 2?
Yeah, for sure. So far we have the quick and dirty of it, I guess, is that we got a premonition that we had to go to this house. I can't remember who the house was owned by. But we had to go to
Oh,
this
yeah.
house. So we go to the
Marston?
house. Marston, that's it,
Yeah.
Marston. And I think was he he was like a Civil War general or something, I believe.
Yes. Or
Um,
like the original person who owned the estate, I guess. But yeah, has had a line of people after him, is the impression I get.
yeah, and he so you go to the house and or we go to the house and we had to we investigated the outside of the house, and on the outside of the house we found a bunch of interesting things, including a sword, which I think we still have. Or did we lose the
Oh,
sword? Oh, we lost the sword in the
you
second chapter.
encouraged me to give it to to the ghost,
Yes,
and we got like a key card
right.
from doing that. So you were probably right, even though it felt very dangerous to give someone who was angry with us our weapon that helps us fight better.
Right. I think we have a couple of other items that will help us with that, like
Mhm.
like that piece of dowel. Um, but yeah, and then we've also
Mhm.
we encountered, and in the first chapter we also encountered a monkey that sicked a bunch of dogs on us.
Who was
That
playing a
didn't.
violin? Crucial
Yes, it was playing
detail.
the violin, the violin playing monkey. Um, and
I guess I can show, like, as we're discussing these things, I'm like, well, I could show you what we've got.
yeah,
Oh,
and then
hmm, I don't.
we went inside the house, and on the inside of the house we encountered a bunch of ghosts of old Civil War soldiers, presumably Marston's uh, battalion, platoon. What do you call that? I don't know. Um, I'm not familiar with military, so I don't know. Like, I only know what I
Right.
know from movies. So,
Oh, I
um,
thought we got a key card, but I don't see one. I see this ring. That might. No, no,
oh,
no.
that
We got that inside the creepy dollhouse.
yes, we got that inside the dollhouse. We did get a key card, though. I'm certain we
Yeah,
did.
I'm afraid I feel like I lost it.
Uh-oh.
That's no good.
No,
This is what happened. We haven't played. We also haven't played for
like 4 weeks.
um yeah, because
So, month.
Perchville Online
Yeah.
interrupted us. So some of
Hmm.
the setup was a little shaken up. I don't know if it maybe got knocked off the table. I'm just kind of checking my area briefly. I very explicitly remember that key card. Did I accidentally put it away? I guess I could look in the chapter 2 pile for a key card.
Right. Yeah, because I know we did get a key card. I know that was it was a crucial item that we had, and we got it from Marston himself because
Yeah, we have it recorded, everybody. Proof. Key card. Yeah. Weird.
yeah.
I found it in the pile. I put it back accidentally.
Oh. Oh,
So here
okay.
it
Well,
is.
yes. Okay, yeah. And we discovered another monkey, which we got into a knife fight with a monkey. Um which that's always fun. Knife fights with monkeys. Hey, that's a good band. That's a good album name. Knife fights with monkeys. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
uh, it reminds me of the Simpsons gag where they have monkey knife fights on the boat because they're in international waters and
Okay.
they're
Oh, okay.
and so they're doing
sort of
things
like
that
dog
are
fights or whatever, things that would normally be illegal, or
yeah. So they're drinking alcohol because on international waters, so because they can't get arrested for essentially driving drunk. And on top of that, they're doing other things like they're betting on monkey knife fights.
Oh my goodness.
Um, but yeah,
Okay.
and then we ended up discovering a big metal door that led us down to somewhere. Actually, we don't know what it led us down to because we just got into the we just got into an
Right.
elevator.
That was the first thing. Yeah, that was the end of it. So we have, just to recap how we play this game, we have this psychic scale down here and the danger meter. So we're starting danger meter on 4. We have to beat a 4 with the die plus potentially plus an item if we have an item that helps us with a type of challenge. Then we have the psychic scale, which we're on. I have us on spot 18, which is inside level 4. So sometimes we'll be asked, like, if we're at a certain level, that means that we get to see something more. Like we get our psychic sense is strong enough that we can pick up on something because we're a psychic investigator. And then through that scale, we've gotten some premonitions, and we're told that like these are things that are warning us of danger. So
Yeah, because previously we saw, what premonitions did we see? We saw a door with
this
like
one, yeah, I think we figured out what this one was, because it was just when we saw those Civil War soldiers, there was a it explicitly said like door light is streaming out of it, a keyhole or something like that.
right.
So we didn't open it, and I presume that we were made safe. So this looks like a safe door.
Yeah, and then the other one was, it looked like a cabinet or something. Oh, the
This was the
toilet.
one we got most recently. I don't know. We were in a bathroom, and it said it was a green bathroom, but I don't know if this is already over or it will happen again, but a bathroom might flood on us if we do the wrong thing. And then, yeah, we said that this kind of looks like the handle of a drawer.
Yeah.
Something like that exploding.
Yeah, like a drawer exploding or something like that, because you can see the claw feet on the, like, from the...
Yeah.
Why am I doing this to demonstrate claw feet?
Yeah, there are like 2 clawed feet, and also, I don't know, this something, it's hard to see it on camera, and I think it's also hard to see it in person. Like, I don't know what this is. It's sort of, I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like a doorknob or something, or like a handle.
Yeah, it looks like a stick. It's kind of all...
Oh, I see. Yes.
Almost like a crowbar or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But really, bottom line, it's an explosion, and we want to avoid explosions at all costs.
Right.
Explosions are not generally good things.
No. Usually you don't survive them if they're like right in front of your body. Mm-hmm. Unless you're in like some kind of really special bomb suit, maybe.
Yeah, or if you're in an action movie and your name is Batman, and you're you're walking away from it.
Right.
Your name is John McClane, and you're walking away from it. What's going on?
Yeah, our psychic senses tell us this briefcase full of money is an important item.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need psychic senses to tell you that a briefcase full of money would be a very important item.
And yeah, but we got that from... There was sort of some kind of meeting in the study or something inside the house, and we fought off one of the guys and ended up with that money. Mm-hmm. These climbing boots could help us with climbing challenges. A +2 to climbing. This
I
wooden
think we tried
dowel.
using them at one point already, and it didn't really help. But like, although I think our was it the climbing boots that we used to climb the side of the pergola, or
Maybe. Well, we climbed to
or
the top of the house, I think, successfully, and then we regretted it
right? Yes.
for
Oh,
no
that's right.
reason. We were just killed.
That's right. That's right. We
So,
were.
yeah, the ghost that we had previously like appeased and gotten the key card from was like, "How dare you come to the top of this house?" and shoved us off the roof. Like, okay.
Yeah.
There a large metal rod, which doesn't help us. So the dowel is a tool, but this one's not. It's this we got when we saw the apparition. Well, we in the first. I think I will skip turning over the game board this time, but in the dream that brought us to the house, we saw someone who sort of looked like a maid with like a gray bun in her hair and apron and stuff. And she showed up in the conservatory, and I think we did a challenge to like overcome her force of will or something, and ended up getting this metal rod.
Yes.
That looks like it looks kind of sciencey. And then there's also this whirling metal ball that we got pretty easily from the pool.
Yeah, because it was just in the middle of the pool. Like, I don't think we even had to do a challenge for it, did we?
No,
I
think the pool felt sort of ominous, but we chose to check it out because, again, in the premonition, the sword was in the middle of a pool with ripples coming out of it.
Right.
And the pool had ripples coming out of it, so we decided to go for it. And then I don't know if we'll ever need this again, but we used this truck key to, I think, escape something and get into the house. Then the key card we discussed. This Marsden family ring, we might have used it all. We're going to. It's what allowed us to escape the creepy dollhouse that we got shrunk down into I feel like there's probably no one who plays this game that doesn't end up in the creepy dollhouse. Like every route leads to the dollhouse, it seems.
Yeah.
And a battery. So those are things to remember we have.
Yes.
As
the battery. Yes, the battery we found in an animal head.
Oh yeah. In the room that had a bunch of animal heads on the wall.
Yeah, we reached inside the mouth of an animal, and yeah.
Okay, so I'll put the two tools to the side. Oh, interesting. I also thought we had, I guess maybe we lost it. We had our pocket knife.
Yeah, we lost. I believe we lost it because we rolled a 1 while using it at one point.
Yes, we will lose things if that is what happens. If we do that. So, and also just for the sake of foreshadowing, when we roll a die, we're going to mostly use this thing that keeps track of our dice rolls, and we can put in our name and choose the die we're rolling, and everybody can see the result of it. It's just a very simple little tool for that.
Yes. Okay. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. There we go. Okay.
Oh, well, I probably shouldn't have moved that because we need to, first thing we're going to do is read this.
Yeah. So. One thing before we start real quick. So I told you off camera before, Heather, that I got to play the other Choose Your Own Adventure game. And with a friend, and it plays very differently from this. But one of the things that I noticed too was that the writing style is also very, very different.
Interesting.
It's much sillier. It's like it has more of a comedy bent to it, whereas this is actually kind of harrowing and scary. Like even with the monkey, you know,
right.
Yeah, even like with the monkey stuff, the monkey business,
the business monkeys. They're like wearing monocles and stuff.
Yeah. But the other one has more of a comedy sci-fi kind of feel to it. and like, not to spoil too much, but there's a bit involving banana pudding, though we may not even see that bit. But there's a bit in the second game involving banana pudding that actually made me roll my eyes.
Oh, that seems hard to do.
Yeah. Like, I actually kind of like, I read the scene and I was just like, oh, come on, really?
Is it
That
a
just
do you think it's banana pudding because of the monkeys in this story at all, or
no.
it didn't feel like it had any relation to that?
No, it didn't have any relation to it. It's uh yeah, it doesn't seem to have any relation to it. Yeah, like, as I said, I don't want to spoil what the banana pudding. I don't want to spoil the banana pudding. No, I don't want to spoil what the banana pudding has to do with it if we even see that, because it is. I will say that the banana pudding is part of one of the endings, and there are like 3 or 4 endings to it.
Okay.
Like, possible 3 or 4 possible endings that you can get.
How many of them
So
did you see?
I've only seen one,
Okay.
and as I said, it was, I'll call it the banana pudding ending.
Okay.
That's
So we're thinking maybe we can explore this game and like play it to the conclusion of more than one ending, or at least do 2, and if the 2 were fun and we feel like we can pursue 3, we'll do the third one and see how it goes after that.
Yeah, because the way that one is structured is that instead of having chapters, you have planets, and the intent of the game is that instead of going through like 5 chapters one at a time, you go through 3 planets, or possibly more, depending on if you do terrible, how terribly you do at it. But you go through each of the planets, and the intention is that it's supposed to take one single playthrough of the game, rather than where House of Danger is. Each chapter is one session of the game. Power Master is 3 planets or 3 chapters is one session of the game, and you're intended to actually finish it.
Yeah, it's like more like a one shot than this is. Where this is more like a campaign.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
So maybe we'll see banana pudding in this one, though. I don't know.
Maybe I've not. Also, just for anybody watching along, I have played this one before, but it's been like 6 years ago or more. So I don't really remember very much. I don't remember enough to make choices. There's a couple of moments that stuck out to me, like the violin playing monkey. That one's hard to forget. So I just will try to keep my mouth shut if I feel like I remember what happens, and leave Robert to make the decision. But I think that we very thoroughly played through chapter 2, and I think we saw some things I don't think I ever saw.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, having a chance to give the sword to the ghost. So, or maybe we did, but we didn't give it. We were afraid to give it to him. So,
right. Yeah. The other thing is that it occurred to me is we seem to know that we're going down to a lab.
Yeah.
Because of So no, I was just thinking because I'm like, I can't remember why we know that we're going down to a lab. Does he say?
Here. My great grandson has built some kind of laboratory beneath the house. You'll need this if you wish to get very far.
I get it.
Other than that conversation with the ghost, we just heard clanging. I think we heard noise downstairs, and our directive was to get downstairs and figure out what's going on.
Right. So, all right. Yeah, but I saw the one item. I just realized. So the one item that we have is that metal rod, and looking at it a little more closely, it either looks like a lightsaber, or it looks like something that you would put into, because you see that there's like a connector or something there. So it looks
Mhm.
like maybe something you put into a machine and it does something.
Yeah, both it and the ball seem like they have some kind of sciencey weird thing going on with
Yeah,
them.
the ball looks like a snitch without wings.
It totally does, yeah.
All right, into the game. Let's dive into the lab. The lab of some dude, Marston. I don't think he's a doctor. He didn't
Marston
go
the
through
third?
the proper education to become a doctor. He's just Marston.
No, the fourth. If he has got the same name as his great grandfather,
Right.
Would he be the fourth or fifth? I don't know. Something like that.
All right. So, you're still not sure what's really going on in this place. You were really freaked out by the creepy stuff you saw outside the Marston house, and the discovery of actual spirits from beyond the grave inside the house has only made you more on edge. You steel your nerves and remind yourself that you're not just an aspiring detective, you're a psychic investigator. You eat spirits from beyond the grave for breakfast.
So this isn't comical. Anyway, continue on back.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, yeah, it is a little bit comical. Yeah. Not really, but the point is you feel a surge of confidence. You can do this. We ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Right.
At any rate, you've come way too far to turn back now, so all you can do is hope that the depths of the house hold some insight into the mysterious nightmares that have plagued you for weeks and drew you into this modern architecture house of horrors in the first place. But the elevator, which all your hopes rest on, is totally trashed. The last person to use it must have really hated elevators. Based on the scratch marks on the walls, they might have had sharp claws too. Oh, probably another monkey.
Maybe.
A strange sensation now washes over you. Your head spins, you lose your balance, and you fall to your knees. Although you don't quite black out, you're overwhelmed by visions as your consciousness leaves your body and travels through the house's lower reaches on mind power alone. You drift downward through a meeting room full of strange, shadowy figures and a laboratory stocked with equipment. Continued on story card 61. Your awareness projects deeper under the estate. You finally come to a jail cell. Your mind can't penetrate to see who is inside, but a wave of anguish emits from it like heat from the sun. You sense that the person trapped inside is responsible for what you have encountered so far and could help with what you'll encounter next. Okay, so this is the rescue of the title.
Okay.
Continued on back. Ooh. Jail cell. Draw clue 76 to discover your goal. Okay.
This is randomly in the middle somewhere.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's fine. I think I've gotten kind of used to them being the thing on the back of the stack, but
right.
Anyway.
Chapter 3 goal. Rescue the prisoner you sensed from your psychic projection.
So I'll put that here on the board.
That psychic projection must have been something else. If like all the other psychic projections just kind of like came to him and then this one actually made him almost black out. Like that must have been something different. Your mind joins your body again as though swiftly snapping back into place. It takes you a moment to get your bearings. You're in your own body, in an elevator, in a spooky house that you somewhat regret ever setting foot inside. You check the panel and find that all the buttons have been pried off except two. They might be the only active basement levels. Of course, it's also possible they're just the floors that whoever wrecked this elevator wants to lure you to. With a whoosh, the elevator doors briskly close. So if you press the button for the sub-basement 2, go to story card 2071. If you press the button for sub-basement 3, go to story card 78.
I feel like there's pretty much nothing to go on
Yeah.
there. Other than when we went deeper down, we got to the cell, I guess.
Right. So maybe we should do 3 first, just to see. Because we can always probably go back to 2 if all else fails.
Yeah, I guess my sense is that the reason we would do 2 is if we wanted to, like, 2 is probably less dangerous and there's tools we could find there or something.
True.
And 3 has us meandering less. Do you have a... If I was right about that, do you have a preference?
Oh, if you're right about that, then I think we should go to 2, because that way we might find more helpful items.
Yeah.
That will...
We may be kind of more set because we have that key card. We might be okay to go to 3. But
right.
Let's try 71 then.
Okay. It might be a red herring too. They might end up going into the same, like, crossing paths anyway. All right. Sub-basement 2 seems like the safer bet. At the very least, it's one less flight of stairs to climb back up if things go horribly wrong and you need to flee back up to the surface. The elevator opens to an administrative office. Just as you enter the room, a television monitor crackles to life. On the screen is a video feed of a haggard man in a lab coat. The camera pans up until his face fills the screen. "If you can hear this, your life is in danger," he says. "My former assistant has locked me up in the detention cells and is using all our discoveries for evil. You must help me escape. If we don't stop her..." The video feed cuts off. Oh. There's a closed door on the far wall and an open, uncovered air duct that you could easily fit into. Huh.
Okay.
He looks actually kind of happy.
Reminds me. It reminds me a little more of Grizzly Adams than the average scientist, I suppose.
Right? Yeah.
Okay, try
the door
or air duct.
I say we John McClane this thing and go in the air duct.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It just says closed door, nothing else explained. But yeah. Okay, so that closed door is, or if we try it anyway, it may be locked. 82. Or no, not the door. You said the air duct. I'm sorry, I got confused. 65. Okay.
Fun.
There we go.
Right. The air duct takes you over a loud room full of what sounds like a gang of rowdy hooligans. You peek through the grate and discover a group of massive savage chimps sitting at a conference table, snorting and growling and beating their chests. A woman sits at the head of the table speaking to them, but you're too far away to hear over the chaos. There is a smaller, more rickety air duct that leads to the wall by the woman. And if you're careful, you could probably make it there to hear what she's saying. You can also see from here that the air duct you are in splits off and terminates into 2 other rooms. The room on the left is dimly lit by the glow of blue liquid in some large glass vats. The room on the right is pitch black. You could quietly crawl to either and jump out.
Okay.
I don't like the sound of the blue liquid in glass vats. Optional challenge: crawl through the rickety air duct to hear the woman speak. Yeah, I think we should do that. I think that would probably give us something good. at the very least.
Okay.
So,
Her first roll. So we don't have anything. I actually don't recognize that symbol. Is that even one of our types of challenges? Oh, dexterity.
would the climbing boots help?
Climbing is climbing. It's different than
Oh,
dexterity.
it is.
Weirdly.
Yeah, that does feel strange. Although, I mean, at the same time, using using climbing boots to go faster also seems strange.
Right. Yeah, putting on the climbing boots seems like it would just make us be louder. Trying to do this. So we have to beat a 4. We don't have anything we can add to
Right.
it, but I think we can go for it.
Yeah.
So let's see. It looks like I can't remember if this goes forward or backward, but if it goes forward, you rolled the most recently, so I'll
Right.
do it. Yeah, that's right. Yes, we made it.
Yay.
Okay. Oops. Getting confused where my mouse is there. All right, so we draw clue 84.
Yes. He may have been killed by monkeys and a woman. If we didn't get that. You crawl through the rickety air duct without breaking it or yourself and overhear the woman lecturing the chimps on ways to improve the profitability of a counterfeiting operation. The chimps are less than attentive. You crawl back up into the main vent, not sure what to think. Yeah.
Okay, so that money is probably fake.
Oh, okay. So it's not as useful as we thought it might be. Although,
And it says continue story card 65.
Right.
That's where we are. Oh yeah, we would have gotten clue 71, which would have been some story about what happens to us if we blow it.
Right.
I think.
All right.
So now we got to decide
So
this.
if you crawl through the left duct and jump into the room with the vats of glowing blue liquid, go to story card 67. If you crawl through the right duct and jump out into the pitch black, jumping out into a pitch black room doesn't sound too fantastic.
No, both of them are a little rough.
Do we
I mean, the vats. I'm curious.
Yeah,
about.
I'm curious about the vats too. Wait, do we have a flashlight?
Well, we have a battery that might go in a flashlight at some point, and maybe that metal rod is a flashlight. But there's no mechanism in this game, like normally, to add numbers of items together and see what happens. Like I've seen that in some games.
I think the exit games and the unlock games do that. But you know what? Maybe we should go to the blue liquid room first. Then
yeah, you weren't excited about it, but when you heard pitch black, you were even less excited about it.
I was afraid of the dark.
Well, I mean, I'm not afraid. I'm afraid of what is lurking in the dark, not being able to do anything.
You're likely to be eaten by a grue.
I don't think we would. I don't think we would die, but I feel like maybe there's something we can find that would make that go better before we go there. So this is the top.
So you see rows and rows of glowing blue vats, all filled with chimpanzees in various stages of development. The largest ones are as big as adult humans. Oh my goodness. Someone is bending the laws of nature and to unethical extremes down here. The vats are plugged into a utility box on the wall. On top is a glowing cap with 3 crystals. It might be some kind of power source. Something about this crystalline cap calls to you. It feels important. From the utility box, cords and wires run into an adjoining room through a propped open door. There's also a conveyor belt that leads through an opening in the far wall. The belt is moving slowly, and the motion is mildly hypnotic. So I wonder if the wires are going into the dark room because it says the wires are going
Mhm.
from. It says the wires are going from. Where was it? They're going from a like an electrical box. Yeah, a utility box. They run into an adjoining room through a propped open door. Okay. So maybe that'll turn on the light.
Maybe this is a strength challenge, which we have.
A dowel.
Oops, this to help
Yes.
with. So
yes. Yeah, I say we do it. There's I don't think there's a downside here except for maybe we lose our dowel.
Yeah.
Which please don't.
No ones. I think if you get a 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, we'll defeat this. So yeah.
Okay. So I will. So D6. Roll it. Oh, we got a 2. Good.
So that works.
Yes.
That's good enough. All right. So we don't lose our dowel, and we draw clue 87.
Yeah. Which is a cap.
Oh, yeah.
Pry the crystalline cap from the utility box. Even unplugged, it keeps glowing. This object gives you a shiver. Your psychic senses tell you this is an important item. Keep this.
Maybe this is what.
Keep this item. Move forward 3 spaces on the psychic scale, and finish story 67.
I almost missed that. That's great. We're in level 5 area of psychic scale, so we're kind of kicking back. Right at this point, as long as it stays that way.
Mm-hmm.
That I wonder if that plugs into that rod. Like, does it kind of look like it almost
could
is what goes on the knobby on the end?
Yeah. Maybe I'm right about it being a lightsaber.
Okay. Story choice.
We get a lightsaber and just going through monkeys.
Okay.
So if you follow the cords through the door, go to story card 72. If you jump on the conveyor belt and see where that goes, go to story card 82.
That seems like a terrible idea. It said it was like hypnotic and it could be an incinerator for all we know.
We're not looking to recreate Toy Story 3 or Toy Story 4. Toy Story 4, right? Yeah.
I think 4 is the one where they're in a camper and such,
that's right.
Out on the road.
That's right. And they meet Bo Peep again.
Yeah.
Toy Story 3 is the one with the incinerator.
Yes. Heart-wrenching.
Yes. Oh my
for
God.
Those who haven't seen
it. Like I remember seeing that movie in the theater, and like there was not a single a lot of times when you go to see a comedy movie and you hear like a lot of laughter and stuff like that, this one crying, like you just heard people sobbing, and it was a full theater of people sobbing and
sniffling.
I was absolutely I remember being absolutely gutted. But so we're going into the room with yes. Okay.
Through so there's a cracked open door with cords.
Yes, that's what.
So maybe what your idea is correct, but we have to go into this room to deal with turning on the lights.
Because that's what I'm thinking, is that we have to turn on the lights so that we can go back to the pitch black room so that it's not pitch black anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, so this room is filled with generators of every shape and size, and they all look extremely unsafe. In fact, one of the older, larger ones has a huge crack in its casing, but it's still running, with irregular bursts of electricity arcing from it to every nearby surface. You'd rather not get too close to it, but you'll have to if you want to investigate the door to a vault on the other side.
Oh. Meh.
Oh, no. Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
Don't think we'll do that.
The only other exit isn't a door at all, but a massive hole in the wall that leads into total darkness. As you feel around the dark for a light switch, you discover that the passageway isn't so much a hallway as a tunnel with rough walls that have been dug out of rock and soil. Continued on back. Oh yeah, that's what we saw in our nightmare. I mean, I imagine there must be a safe way to get to it, but we just don't have that safe way yet. So I think going into the tunnel might be the better option.
Yeah, so ultimately going into the darkness is what we eventually had to do, no matter what.
Yeah.
We tried to avoid it, not possible. 87. Okay.
You can't see more than a few feet in front of you as you walk down the tunnel. So when a man's voice calls out from the darkness, you almost jump out of your skin. Hey, you! You freeze. What now? You're the new lab assistant, right? It's about time you got here. Have you got the briefcase? You have the briefcase? If you have clue 38, give it to the mysterious stranger by discarding clue and drawing clue, discarding it and drawing clue 62. So I think we do, because I believe that's the briefcase full of money.
Do you hear me okay? You froze for a minute, but I think it just kind of righted itself.
Oh, yes.
You hear me though?
I can hear you okay now. Yeah. I noticed that the picture froze, and I don't know why that happened.
Yeah, that might have been, I don't know, my computer. Maybe it was on my end.
Yeah.
But I couldn't hear you reading it, but I could read it.
Oh, okay.
Since I can also read.
Okay.
Luckily. That was a good time for that to happen. Yeah, so if you have clue 38, yeah, that's the brief. It specifically confirms
excuse me.
that this is the briefcase.
So we discard that to give it to the mysterious stranger, and we get clue 62.
Okay.
Pleasure doing business, he says. Even though you gave him what he wanted, he still spits on the floor, not splits on the floor. Oh, jeez.
He just suddenly does the splits, like a perfect splits, and then goes off. Funny image.
Yeah.
Right?
He still spits on the floor and grumbles about his crew waiting for him in the garage as he hurries away. Your psychic senses tell you that giving him the briefcase was the right thing to do. Move forward 2 spaces on the psychic scale and finish
nice.
Story card 87. Oh, goodness. Yeah. We're doing quite well.
Now I'm feeling worse about doing extra challenges with the king and queen in the dollhouse. Because we're just like crushing it. We only have 2 more spaces left even to be on the psychic scale.
Well, it's given us a cushion, so...
Yeah, that's true. I don't mind that. I don't need it to be tense for it to be fun. Personally.
So if you do not have clue, well, we did, so so that doesn't matter.
Okay.
Continued on back.
Oh, okay.
The man rushes back down the tunnel in the direction he came from, his footsteps booming in the darkness. There's a door with iron bars built into the wall here. It looks like it could lead to some sort of cell or maybe a kennel. It's unlocked.
Oh, no. Ugh, a kennel?
Excuse me. If you follow the man down the tunnel, go to story card 81. If you open the cell door to see what's inside, go to story card 62. Well, we saw the cell door at the beginning, right?
Yeah, it looked a little different than this picture, but still.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of think that cell door is deeper down because it said you go down and you see this, and then you go further down and then you see this. So
right.
I think it's probably not the cell block, and it says also or a kennel, and previously we died by Doberman, and the Dobermans are, on the rule book cover. So
Right.
I guess they're a prominent. I don't know. We already saw them once. Maybe that was it. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know.
I don't know. This is.
It seems like I don't know. The man is probably going to the dark room.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
this one, I don't feel sure about it. It's kind of coin flip. I'm not really
Yeah.
sure.
My only thought.
Read between the lines.
Yeah.
On
My only thought is that since we gave the man the briefcase, we should be safe.
From him. Yeah. From wherever he's going. Maybe.
So if we follow him, like maybe he won't he won't harm us.
Yeah, I guess he also might not like being followed.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah, the ghost, we had a good exchange with him, and then he eventually, just sort of had a whiplash reaction to something we did that offended him that we couldn't understand.
Right.
Just unfathomable.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'd say follow the man, I think. Yeah. So we could probably come back to the cell door. Also, one of the things I've noticed about this chapter so far is that it's been pretty much a straight line. Like unlike the other ones where it's like, oh, you can go around in circles and circles and circles,
Well, it's giving us choices, but I guess like that first choice, it was like go in the room or in the air duct, and I'm pretty sure we saw the same thing from two different vantage points. You know what I mean? Like, I don't regret not going in the room. I'm pretty sure that was the room that we could see into.
Right.
Not sure, but we have never gone into the dark room either. That was a branch that we're not really sure.
Yeah. You find your way into a big automotive garage where dozens of unsavory characters are engaging in, or at least 37 different felonies. If nothing else, you have to admire their sheer industriousness. Hey, you're not the new lab assistant, somebody shouts. You're a trespasser. And you've seen too much, shouts another criminal. The criminals get into an argument about whether they should kill you with knives or drown you in a lake. The lake is too far, one criminal reminds his colleagues, so they agree to go with the first choice. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, no.
The end.
Oh, no. We got jumped by 80s thugs. Move back 2 spaces on the psychic scale. Okay. Well, at least we have the cushion.
Yes,
yeah.
Totally.
We got jumped by the warriors apparently.
This does not look like an underground place.
No.
At all. It looks like the docks or something.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
But also, what are they doing? Just has 37 different felonies, and it's just like
what kind of felonies?
What kind of felonies? It's like well, like I know there's some pretty mild ones. This dude betting on squirrels in his pants, or putting squirrels in his pants for the purpose of betting.
Okay, so we should have chosen card. You were correct. Okay, I gotta move the marker back, which I did, and it only said psychic scale 2, not danger meter. So okay, so that means we should have gone to card 62.
You slide open the barred door. It looks much more industrial than the other rooms you've been in. The door slides shut on its own. Clang, and you hear it lock behind you. You see some kind of gated structure down the hallway in front of you and quickly press yourself against the wall when you realize that 2 figures are guarding it. There's also a desk on the side of the room that's out of the guard's line of sight. Okay, continued on back. If you are level 3 or higher on the psychic scale, draw clue 80.
Okay, well, we certainly are. even with
If
that.
it tells us about
unfortunate
guys
moida.
about guys dressed as 80s bikers with knives, we already know that one. We don't need a premonition.
Oh, not card 80. Sorry, I'm sifting through the wrong place. I need the clue
Yeah.
80, not the story card. It's not that confusing, but I still got confused. Okay.
Oh.
Oops. Sorry. Fix that for you.
Rain on fire. Oh no. Oh no. I don't like the looks of that at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if that implies that like someone has the power to light things on fire with their brain.
Yeah.
Or something.
Maybe it's us.
Okay.
If you try your luck with the guards, go to story card 74. If you sneak across the room to the desk, go to story card 63. Well, I'm feeling antisocial after the encounter with the gang members.
Yeah.
Let's go to the desk.
That's a quote. I have some feature in the Protospiel server that I haven't really like used very much or promoted very much, but it's like out of context quotes. I feel like that goes there. I'm feeling antisocial after that encounter with the gang members.
If anyone watching on Twitch, clip that. You make it to the desk unnoticed. The only thing here is a fancy new computer. It's a shiny beige box underneath a monitor that glows with rows of green text and a blinking command prompt. New from how long ago?
Right.
If you can manage to break through the computer's security, you might find some useful information stored in its internal memory. Okay. Giving me some Fallout vibes. Optional challenge. Search the computer for information. If you are level 3 or higher on the psychic scale, add +1 to your roll in addition to any challenge booster. Is that I keep wanting to say optical, but it's not optical. That doesn't make sense.
I don't remember what it's called. I think it's psychic.
Psychic? Maybe. Okay. Perception. Do we have anything that can help with perception?
No, except for that we are definitely level 3 or higher, so we get a +1.
Right.
We have to beat a 3 in that case.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're pretty curious probably what we're gonna find.
Yeah, that might be a good. Right? It might be a good idea to have a look.
All right.
Roll it.
3 or better. Come on. 3 or better.
Roll up the. Holy crap! Look at you go. 6s all the way down.
I know. Got a streak I've started. Yeah.
Roll up the rim to win.
Clue 66.
Draw clue 66. Roll up the rim it's a thing here in Canada. Tim Hortons does it usually in the spring.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's roll up the rim to win. I keep thinking about that.
It's Tim Hortons is a restaurant.
Yeah,
right? Is it a fast food
restaurant? It's a coffee shop. Initially they just served coffee and donuts. And then now they've expanded to like sandwiches and soup and all kinds of stuff.
So roll up the rim, is it like a little game you can play to win a percentage off or something like that?
Yeah, so what it is when you buy a coffee, well, up until COVID, because they kind of stopped during COVID because they didn't want their employees accepting spitty coffee cup pieces rims. Right. What they did was, what you would do is you would roll up the rim of your cup, and it might say not a winner, or it might say you want a free donut, you want a free coffee, you want a free sandwich. In some cases, it'll say you won a car, or you won
A
Yeah,
car?
that's the grand prize. The grand
Wow.
prize was a car.
Wow.
Yeah. And us Canadians live for this thing. Like when Roll Up the Rim comes around, we are on it. We are on it like flies on poo. Just like it honestly, like I imagine that Tim Hortons profits go up in the springtime like 1,000% just because of this contest. But yeah, because everybody wants the car.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so you can't crack the computer's security, but then you notice an index card taped to the underside of the monitor. Written on the card is B at N at A N at. So banana. Sorry, I did not read that properly, but I'm not going to attempt to read it again. Could this be the
Banana with at signs as A's.
banana with at signs as A's? Yes.
Yeah, that's how you would explain the password if you were doing it over the phone.
Yeah.
Banana, replace the A's with at sign, all lowercase.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
That's a horrible password, by the way. It's very, very insecure. Could this be the computer's password? You try it. Boop. It works. After a few seconds of poking around in some files, you learn that there is a very important prisoner being held in cell C. Okay.
That's useful.
So, finish story card 63.
Okay, glad we did that.
Yeah. One way out of here is down a hall to a gate, which is guarded by 2 chimps. I am feeling less social now, knowing that they are chimps.
Well, we have no choice. So I guess it is maybe kind of linear. They are the same thing that would have happened either way.
Yes. Yeah. Approach the chimp guards by going to story card 74. Okay. Well, I mean, at least we got more information by going to the desk first.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
The 2 guards are huge chimpanzees, as tall as you are. They are walking upright, just like you are. They are wearing security guard uniforms, just like you are not. They notice this key difference. They attack. Required challenge, battle the guards. So if you win, turn over this card and continue reading. If you lose, raise danger meter by 4 and try get by 4. Man, the stakes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Okay. So let's battle these monkeys. Do we have anything to battle the monkeys with?
No. We gave up that sword.
Oh no. Oh yeah, that's right. Probably for a good cause too. Okay, so yeah, so let's battle the monkeys.
We have to beat a 4.
So we have to get a 4 or higher?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Roll up the rim to win. Dang it.
Well, I'm glad we weren't using a item.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll show the camera the board. I moved up 4. Oops, I gotta move away to this. I moved up 4. We need to get a 5 or better to succeed.
Yeah.
And we'll end up going down on the psychic meter if we hit the top.
Yeah.
By 2.
As I said, I think we have a good cushion on that right now.
Yeah, we're still in level 5 right now, but we'll be in level 4, which it's asking us to be in level 3 to have good results of things. So yeah, we have some cushion. But this is kind of unfortunate. It's just it's a bit repetitive. Like there's not much choice here. But
yeah.
My turn to roll.
Yeah.
5. Nope. All right. So that does move us down. I won't switch the camera. That moves us down just like I said it would. And we go back 2. So now we got to beat a 3.
Okay.
If only that was my roll. Your turn.
All right. I wonder if I can cheat and roll a d20.
I mean, it's accessible.
Yeah.
But,
okay. Roll it. What? Oh my gosh!
No!
What is going on? Oh,
All right. Now I have to get a 5 again. We're just off. If it had been, yeah, if my turn had been, okay, that puts us back down to 3 and 2 down on the meter. Oh my goodness. Okay, now I no longer feel guilty challenging the queen an extra time.
all right.
All right,
Let's go.
your turn. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I have to get a 5. Oh, come on. This is ridiculous. Okay, there.
Yes.
Take that game. All right. We got past that. It was a harrowing
Yes.
fight. Really hit our psychic senses.
Ironically, we put a banana in their
But-
tailpipe.
All right.
Once you defeat the chimpanzee guards, oh man, you find. Oh, I didn't read that. It's okay.
Sorry.
You find that the gate will only open with an electronic key card, which we have.
Yes.
If you have clue twin.
It's even smiling at
Oh
us.
yeah. Hi, guy. If you have clue 28 or 77, you open the gate. Go to story card 69. Nice. Yeah, we do have one of those, I think. Yeah, 28.
We do not have 77, but that's fine.
Yeah, because it says either or.
Yeah. Okay, so it said to discard it? No, it
Oh,
just
no.
says
Just open it. It's just we open it.
just open
so we
it.
go to
Card 69.
story card 69.
I hear Crystal somewhere going, nice.
Yeah.
Recently we were playing BGA games in Blitzcord, and Crystal was playing a game with other people, but was just like peeking in on somebody else's game, and like some result was 69, and she just like after a row of nothing like found their chat to say that.
I have a game.
Couldn't hold it.
Yeah, I have a game. It's the Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure board game. And part of the game is that you have these cards. How you move your character around on the board is that you place cards down and it has different movements. But you determine turn order because in the top corner of the cards are numbers, and the numbers go up to 69. And in the movie, 69 is how Bill and Ted identify each other when they see themselves, right? Like past Bill and Ted and future Bill and Ted. When they see themselves, they go, "What number am I thinking of?" And they go, 69, dude. And so in the game, anyone who plays card number 69 has to actually, when they play it, they go 69, dude, and then they play their turn. Thing is, the last few times I played it, I have never gotten that card because I've only ever played it with 2 players, and with 2 players, you're supposed to reduce the deck by a certain amount so that the game doesn't go on like forever, right?
Well, you still have that card though. That's unfair.
Yeah.
You should reduce it up from the bottom or something like
Yeah.
that instead. Huh. That's too bad.
All right. So, you are now in a chamber with 3 prison cell doors. They are heavy iron things with small barred windows that make it difficult to see what might be inside. There's a ring of 3 keys hanging from a nail on the wall. Continued on back.
Just a picture at the top.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, keys. Oh, come on. Come into focus. There we go. If you try cell A, cell B, or cell C, we know we have to try cell C. Because we were told that there's somebody important in cell C. So this is an easy choice for us.
Yes, it's story card 85.
And as all we know, cards or cells A and B just have monkeys in them, and we don't
Yeah.
want to encounter any more monkeys at the moment, or gang members.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's sleeping in the cot in cell C with a thin blanket pulled up over their face. You can wake the prisoner up so you can talk to him, attack him before he can attack you, or just tiptoe out of the cell. Well, I don't think we want to attack him.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's who we think he is.
So choose one, then continue. If you try talking to the prisoner, clue 67. If you attack the prisoner, proceed with the challenge on the back of this card. If you'd rather leave the cell, go to story card 69. Yeah, we should try talking to the prisoner
60.
because
Clue 60.
yeah, because if he is who we think he is, you gently shake the prisoner by the shoulder. He flings the blanket from his face. It's an exhausted-looking man who's obviously relieved that someone has finally come to rescue him. Thank you. I'm Professor Marsden, he says. Marsden, you ask? Are you related to Henry Marsden? Yes, this was the estate of my ancestor, General Marsden. But at the moment, we have more urgent things to discuss. Go to story card 90. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good thing we didn't try to attack.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been nice
No.
at all. Oh, well, yeah. The goal is achieved.
Oh.
Of course it is. Yeah.
Professor Marsden looks worried. You have to help me stop my former research assistant, he says. She's twisted our scientific research for evil. So she's responsible for all these chimps, you ask? Yes, he says. But there's something bigger afoot. And I'm talking about the alien science. Marsden says he can provide all the answers you're looking for, but you should first make sure you're prepared to leave this section of the house behind. He can give you explicit directions to important locations if you think you might have missed something or anything. Okay.
It kind of doesn't feel like it, but
yeah.
Let's see. Let's see what it prompts us about.
So you can take a risk and go back for any you missed. So if you go to the biochemistry lab, if you crawl through the air duct.
I mean, that seems like it's where the chimp. That's probably the blue room with chimps.
Yeah, I think
that seems like a biochemistry lab.
Yeah,
right?
I think that's right.
We did the conference room.
Yes. If you crawl through the air duct to the conference room, yeah. If you go to the printing press room, or if you...
Yeah, I don't think we did that.
No, we didn't. Or if you head to the generator room.
Definitely been in the
Yeah, we went to the generator room for sure. Interesting that it doesn't tell you to go to the third floor.
I think we're on... Well, are we...
We're on floor 2.
Yeah. We didn't go down when we went through?
I don't think so. I think we went to floor...
When we did the key card thing?
Oh, maybe we did. I don't know. Maybe we did. But I think...
We're in a chamber with 3 prison cells doors. We got very distracted by 69. Yeah, I guess what was happening it was the challenge with the guards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 77 told us. Wait. 88 or 60. Yeah, we just... No, it just... The chamber is just behind the key card door. That's it.
Okay. So I guess the only place we would need to go is the printing press room. Now, the question is it worth raising the danger meter by 3 to go there?
Well, we'll be on 6 and then we'll end up resetting as soon as we fail once.
Right.
But that'll happen anytime. I guess the question is I think in the printing press room, we would discover that they're counterfeiting things, probably.
Right.
Which I think we know.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem necessary.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, other than just curiosity of like finding out what happens with the story there, but
Right.
I'm okay with not doing it or not really doing it, but just reading
Yeah.
it.
No, I think that's the route we should go, is just like read it but pretend that we didn't.
Yeah, read it, but don't keep anything we find. Well, I guess we can't pretend. Technically, we can't totally pretend we didn't, because we can learn things sometimes.
Oh,
that
that's right.
We just know, like Cell C. But
Mhm.
we probably learned the thing like that this time.
Yeah.
I guess if we find something that really was important, I guess we could accept the consequences of it then. But we're really just doing this to be nosy and not because it's the choice we would have made
Right.
in playing the game. So, let's see.
All right. So the room features an odd-looking machine. Judging by the stacks of fake cash everywhere, it must be a counterfeiting printing press. Oh, and
Called
there's
it.
a huge chimpanzee here, as big as a man, wearing a security guard uniform. He's leaning on the machine and pacing away from you, and he has a gun in a holster on his belt. Attacking him would be quite a risk, but then again, with all the crazy stuff you've seen in this house, you would feel a heck of a lot safer if you could overpower the guard and grab his firearm. There's a sliding barred door across the room that looks like the door to a jail cell, and it's partly open. Also, a rough hole in the wall leads into a dark tunnel. You're confident you could sneak into either one without the guard spotting you. So, optional challenge is fight the chimpanzee guard.
That seems unnecessary.
Yeah,
well, especially if we're not going to keep what we get.
Yeah, my thought is so if you sneak around the sliding barred door, or if you head into the hole through the hole into the tunnel. I'm guessing the tunnel leads to where we are.
Yeah, where we were.
Yeah,
before.
where we were before.
Like. Yeah.
Yeah. So my only thought is that if you fight the monkey, you probably get a gun.
Yeah. Right.
And
we've already been to 62. Actually, we've already been to 62 and maybe also 87. Yeah, we've been to both those places.
Okay.
So this was as pointless as it felt.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you could get a gun.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if we wanted to be like, okay, we did do the danger meter so that we could fight him and get a gun, but we're gonna fail first.
Yeah.
And go down in the psychic meter. So.
Right.
Nah.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's worth it for a gun.
And yeah, there's nothing after these that we like didn't get a chance to check that we wanted to. So
right.
Our gut was correct that there was it. You know, it's interesting because there's a lot of cards.
Right.
A lot of cards that we didn't do that must all be
the second.
It must have been the opposite.
Yeah.
Like going to the basement first is what would have gotten us more junk that wasn't really getting us to the end.
I wonder if they both end up at the same spot, but it's just like different things. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like, I think I wonder if this is what adds to the replay value of the game, is that, you know, you don't know what the rest of the cards are, and then if we play the game again, we just do that second option.
Yeah.
And that's where the replay value is like getting to the second option.
Or just being forgetful. There's replay.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember any of this stuff.
Right. Yeah.
But there's our inboard state.
Mm-hmm.
Danger meter at 5. We went way up there on the psychic scale, but we're kind of like, actually we're almost exactly where we were on the psychic scale before we did this, just one spot back, but the same level.
And I think we were kind of a little overpowered anyway. But that's okay.
Yeah.
So, oh, excuse me.
So, yeah, 2 more chapters. I actually only played through chapter 4
Mhm.
with my friends before, and I don't think that I guess a very, very mild spoiler is what happens at the end of chapter 4 feels pretty like, okay, this story's been wrapped up. It doesn't leave you like hanging on a cliffhanger. Like,
Right.
gosh, gotta do chapter 5. Except that chapter 5 is sitting there staring you in the face, and you're like, what could possibly happen in chapter 5?
Right. Yeah.
So, um, yeah, but I'm curious to. So 4 might have some things I'm familiar with in it, and then 5 I know I've never even cracked.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I will be truly fresh then.
I kind of wonder how, because are there multiple endings to this one?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But but I don't know. I didn't do chapter 5. And I mean, he said, now we've gotten to this. This is one thing I vaguely remember about this, is that it was like heavily sci-fi, you know, at the end. And so when this was when the war with the evil Power Master was the next thing, I wonder if like the stuff that happens in this story is a prelude to the whatever's happened. I don't know. Does having played the second one, do you think that they have any connection at all, or just
Aside from the bananas,
right? Not
like,
really. Yeah.
so minor spoilers for what the banana pudding thing is in Power Master is that the Power Master at one point uses sentient bananas as like villains, as bad guys that you have to fight. That's where the
Oh.
banana pudding thing comes in, because when you fight them and you fight them successfully, the one character in particular, because there's different, because that's another thing that's different, is that you have 4 characters, and the whole thing is depending on how many people are playing. So if it's just the 2 of us, it'd be 2 of us would have, one of us would have 2 characters and the other of us would have 2 characters.
Okay.
But if we have multiple people playing, right, we would actually distribute the characters. But the one character, it says that he's supposed to be like a master chef or something. And when you beat these banana monsters, I believe they're banana dogs specifically. When you beat
Okay.
beat these banana dogs, he the this one character makes banana pudding out of them, and
Okay.
and actually like makes it a point. Like, it's a very comical scene, but it's
It's
also kind of
disturbing.
like, yeah, it's a very comical scene. But like, I know you mentioned, like you pointed out some comical scenes in this, but honestly, like, this feels more harrowing in a way.
And a little more realistic, even though there are monkeys. It's like starting to explain why there are monkeys, and it kind of
Yeah. Whereas,
makes
yeah,
sense how they got to be the henchmen.
yeah. Whereas this one is just kind of like, there's banana dogs. The you fight sentient bananas, okay. Um, and it seems like there is a lot of humor that is in this in Power Master that is oh, how do I put it? It's like what the heck is that? Like, not so Star Wars kind of takes itself seriously, but
Like Spaceballs.
yeah, kind of
Or
like
like
Spaceballs.
Mel
Well,
Brooks.
it's not quite Spaceballs. It's a little bit Spaceballs, but it's more like so when Star Wars came
Galaxy
out,
Quest.
maybe a little like Galaxy Quest, but I'm thinking like when Star Wars came out, like shortly after it came out, there were a whole bunch of Star Wars sort of knockoffs, and like, I shouldn't say knockoffs, but like wannabes. Like there was like every studio was clamoring to be like, we want to be the next Star Wars, right? And that's the vibe that I got from Power Master, was this,
Hmm.
we want to be the next Star Wars. In fact, that probably came out, like the original book probably came out in the same era, right? So it's, so it's
Mm-hmm.
Battlestar Galactica, or it's uh gosh, what am I thinking of? Doctor Who, or well,
Yeah, Battlestar Galactica is quite heavy and disturbing, as I understand it. Though I haven't watched it,
yeah,
I kind of have
Doctor Who,
listened to the cliff notes, I guess.
yeah, Doctor Who. I guess Doctor Who came out before Star Wars, but still, like when Star Wars hit, it kind of started doing its own "we want to be Star Wars" kind of thing. Um, I'm trying to think of some of the other movies and shows. Oh, Starcraft was one of them. Um, that was that was like that. Star Crash was this. Um, who was in that? Was that Christopher Plummer? I can't remember who was in that. Um,
Okay, here
and
we
then
go.
there was the movie. Um, there was the movie. It was, everyone called it Japanese Star Wars. Yeah, publishing year is 84, so that's when Star Wars Return of the Jedi came out, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, so it was definitely trying to hop on that train of
Fipito? Is Fipito a character in the game?
yeah, he's the one, he's the chef.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the chef.
So this is very, very much following that actual book.
Yes. There's two other characters too in the game that don't seem to be mentioned. So there's the you in this thing is Captain or Commander Chen.
Okay.
And then Flipto is the Martian, the chef. And then there is sort of this like Princess Leia type character who is like sort of, a badass, but like she's a girl, so she can't do as much good, battle wise, but she's still a badass.
Or there's an attitude that she's not expected to be able to. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, and then there's a robot companion who is basically like C3PO or whatever.
Interesting.
Yeah. But as I said, yeah, it's got that sort of like or Red Dwarf. Red Dwarf is another one. It's kind of similar. But yeah, it's got sort of that that kind of feel to it, and almost, Saturday morning cartoon kind of feel to it.
Okay.
Where like the planets, it feels almost episodic writing wise, where it's like, and where it's like, there's a problem, wrap it up in 30 minutes or less, kind of thing. Right. So it's very Saturday morning cartoon, but as I said, it's very like, the vibes are like, we want to be the next Star Wars. This is it. There's another movie I keep thinking of, and I'm like sitting there going, what in the heck was it called? And everyone called it the Japanese Star Wars. It got brought over here in the 80s. I cannot. I'll have to, maybe I'll look it up here. It's everyone, as I said, everyone called it the Japanese Star Wars.
It's not it's not Seiyu, Seiyu. It's not the Hidden Fortress. I've never heard of that.
Yes,
That's
the
what you're
Hidden
thinking
Fortress.
of?
That's what it is.
That's completely, yeah, new to me.
Yeah, the Hidden Fortress. No, maybe not, because that's 1958. And
Oh, wow.
it influenced Star Wars.
Huh.
Um,
Well, maybe
but
that's still the Japanese Star Wars, though. That maybe people still say that.
no,
But
because this
you
one,
just kind of
because
assume it came later.
because Hidden Fortress isn't sci-fi. Yeah, Hidden
Okay.
Fortress isn't sci-fi. It's a samurai movie. Um, and basically, a lot of people think that George Lucas took the plot of the Hidden Fortress and turned it into Star Wars by putting it in space.
Okay.
Yeah. No, there's another
Yeah.
movie, and I
Well,
cannot remember what.
like the one that shows you what would have happened to Star Wars, basically, if it hadn't had like an amazing score. You know, I'm sure you've seen the clip of like the end of New Hope, and you're just like looking at the visuals and there's no music, and it's just really awkward and weird.
Right.
But if you put the
Oh
music
yeah.
over it, it completely makes sense. But there's also like He-Man, the Masters of the Universe. I watched that with
Oh
some friends, and it
yeah.
totally, like, the troops look a lot like the Imperial Force. There's a lot of things about it that really are styled like Star Wars, even though it's not really a space. It's a sci-fi thing, though. I think there's some kind of like interdimensional travel or something, question
I
mark,
found it.
going on it.
I
But
found it.
like,
It's
yeah.
called. Yeah, I found it. It's called Message from Space.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's called Message from Space. Um, so I go to Wikipedia. I go. Yeah. So, because Message from Space was, you know what? I'm going to unshare the live events stage since we don't really need that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I will just share. I will share the.
Oh, I gotta bring it in for you.
Where is the? I guess share entire screen. So.
Well, you should be able to pick a tab, but that's okay. You can do that.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it's.
Oh.
Okay.
Not that tab.
Yeah. But
I
yeah,
think you'll have to zoom in to make it visible, like a Control Plus.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I can't really see it.
Control Plus. No.
That's usually what works for me when when I'm in the browser, or when my mouse is in the browser.
Anyways, okay, so yeah, but this is Message from Space, and it was brought over because it has Sonny Chiba and Vic Morrow, and it was meant to be like sort of Japan's version of Star Wars, and it was weird because it was like it was made for a it cost between $5 to $6 million to make, roughly half the budget of Star Wars, which made it the most expensive Japanese film until it was beaten by the later film Virus. But yeah, and it was but the funny thing is like it was meant for both Japanese and American audiences.
Yeah, but I haven't heard of it, huh?
Yeah. I had to scroll real quickly because there was a racial epithet on that page.
Oh, well, I had moved away, so that's all right.
Yeah, that's not great. On Wikipedia, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's but that's what the message from space is. It was yeah, as I said, it was Japanese Star Wars, and like to the point where um it's pretty close to exactly what it's like what Star Wars is. With the with the hero, and there's like there's like a kingdom in space, and there's yeah, planets being destroyed and all that kind of thing. That's what Power Master. This is what Power Master reminds me of. I should say, yeah. That's what this is what Power Master reminds me of.
Is that the Japanese Star Wars? Got it.
Yeah, it's the Japanese Star Wars. That's yeah. So
I guess since we're done with the game, it's probably a good time to close the stream until next time.
Yeah.
The next time we'll put out a stream like this will be in 2 weeks. I guess it would be the 18th of September, right? Will that be the next day? Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
So we'll be back 18th September to do chapter 4, and we'll have one more after that, and then we'll decide what we're doing next. Probably the second game in this series before we move on to something else. But yeah, thanks for doing that with me, Robert, and we'll see you next time.
Yep, see you next time.